Hello, my name is Jennifer, and welcome to my Sims 4 video about the Community Stuff Pack final vote, this time for the name and the icon. So when you go to vote, this is the first screen that comes up. Create a Stuff Pack 5th vote. Welcome, Simmer. We have designed a series of surveys for Simmers like you to help us create an amazing Stuff Pack. Survey votes will decide everything from the theme to the art style. Please take a few minutes to vote for your favorite options. In the last vote, the community chose which objects will be made for this pack. You can see more detailed information on previous votes at the following links, which I will also have down below. So for vote 1 results, the arts and craft was the top voted theme with a gameplay focus on knitting. So for vote 2 results, DIY Delight, a functional minimalist art studio with the bright colors of a candy store, was the top voted art style. Vote 3 results, see the 15 Create a Sim items that will be created by the Sims 4 team. And vote 4 results, see the 32 objects that will be created by the Sims 4 team. In this 5th and final vote, you will be picking the title for the Stuff Pack and the icon that will be used to represent it on the cover art and in game. And of course, there is the usual disclaimer whereby EA indicates that our votes will help them determine what they may include in the Stuff Pack. EA will make the final decision. So for part 1, we need to pick the name of the Stuff Pack, and there are 6 options, all starting with The Sims 4. Option 1 is Nifty Knitting Stuff Pack. Option 2 is Cozy Knits Stuff Pack. Option 3 is Love to Knit Stuff Pack. Option 4 is Knitting Rocks Stuff Pack. Option 5 is Knitting Stuff Pack. And option 6 is Rock and Knit Stuff Pack. Honestly, I'm just going to go with the knitting stuff pack because this is what I always call it. So whatever it gets, but that to me is simple. I think my other choices would be Cozy Knit Stuff Pack or Nifty Knitting Stuff Pack, but regardless of what it gets called, I'll probably just call it the Knitting Stuff Pack because that's simple. So the second part is which icon should represent this stuff pack, and so we have 5 options here. There's the wool in the knitting basket, there's just the ball of wool with the knitting needle through it, the rocking chair to represent the fact that this pack comes with a rocking chair, and then 2 items that are being knit on their needles. So for me, I think my choice is going to be the knitting basket. Hopefully that's one that will pop out when you're trying to look through what the different packs are, because that's where I honestly look at the most, is when I'm building or creating Sims, just to know what pack something comes from. Obviously you can filter, but if you're looking at everything, then I use the little icons to see what pack it's from. Now, if you're interested in behind the scenes information on the Knitting Stuff Pack, there were a couple of blog posts last week. The first one was from Concept Art Community Voted Stuff Pack Object. And if you're interested in learning what goes into making an object in The Sims 4, starting with the concept art and model, that is a good post to check out, which I will, of course, link below. And the other one that I found even more interesting was the behind the scenes of the community voted knitting stuff pack. And this was from Sim Guru Connor giving us a sneak peek at the upcoming stuff pack. And in here, we have some Create a Sim improvements. And it says, one of the cool things we're adding to this pack is the chance to knit your own clothing. Sims will have the ability to unlock exclusive knitted clothing in CAS, making it available for everyone in their household to wear. I felt like this was a very important system for knitting, perhaps the most important. While it may sound like a no-brainer, keep in mind that most clothing in The Sims 4 is readily available for all Sims to wear. So their idea was to create a new UI that displays Lock Create a Sim clothing items. That way you'll be able to view the things like knitted sweaters and socks before knitting them. This will also show you everything your Sim can aspire to create. Knitting clothing needs to be special, not just something every townie wears. I'm looking at you, eyeball ring. To better illustrate what I meant, I provided some UX mock-ups below. What is a UX mock-up? I'm glad you asked. Early in the design phase, after the design is written, but before it's finalized, our user experience designer, whose job is to design UI, among other things, reviews the design and creates imagery illustrating how the feature will look in-game. We can then review this as a team and make changes until we're happy. Then, when the engineers and the UI artists implement the feature, they know exactly what it should look like. So here are some examples of how it might look, where you can see with the one item that's highlighted, the base color is available, but you would unlock the other colors, and then there is the sweater down below, which is fully locked. So that's just sort of an example of how it may look. Nothing is written in stone. It could change. So then the post went on to say, let's rock. Now let's talk about rocking chairs. For a pack about knitting, it just felt right. Rocking chairs will mostly function like regular chairs, but with a few added twists. Sims will be able to do things like talk, watch TV, listen to music, read books, and knit while on a rocking chair. If it works while sitting, we'll try to make it work while rocking. Now let's talk about elders. We'd like elders to have some unique gameplay with rocking chairs, so we're including a special interaction on rocking chairs called Reminisce, where elder Sims think back to their days of yore and recall something nice, or maybe not so nice. Maybe something super embarrassing that they buried deep, deep down. Who knows? I know, but you'll have to wait until the pack comes out to find out. What else does the rocking chair do? Lots of stuff, but I can't reveal everything just yet. So that's a little bit about the rocking chair. So the other thing that they talked about on this blog post is Plopsy. Also in this pack is a cool feature called Plopsy. Yes, Plopsy. What is Plopsy? It's an online store where Sims can sell their crafted art. This store isn't tied to a career or a gig, so if you want to make a little art money on the side, Plopsy is here for you. Being able to sell your knitted items online felt like a really strong feature for this pack, and we weren't sure if just dragging an object into the sell button was going to cut it. With Plopsy, Sims will be able to list their objects online for a small fee in hopes that an internet stranger will buy it. Once a buyer is found, Sims will need to ship the object themselves by routing to the mailbox, or they can ignore someone's offer and try for a better deal. Not only can knitted objects be listed on Plopsy, but so can things like paintings and woodworking sculptures too. I'm hoping to include as many things as possible that make sense for a store like this. Whichever item you choose to sell, you should hopefully make more of a profit with Plopsy than selling things the old-fashioned way. Your Sim can also purchase things from Plopsy. If you don't feel like knitting a hat, maybe someone has one for sale. Listings update throughout the day, so you can keep checking back in search of the perfect item. Plopsy is still hot off the presses, so I don't have any screenshots to share, but for now, please enjoy this potential Plopsy logo. And there is the potential Plopsy logo there. And last but not least, thanks to everyone who voted in our surveys and took the time to answer my community questions on the Sims 4 forums. Your feedback helps. You guys are amazing. And again, keep in mind, all the things mentioned here are still in early development and are subject to change, yada, yada, yada. Sorry, I need to say it, which is why I mentioned it above, because I remembered it was down here. So while I can't share everything about our latest stuff pack yet, I at least hope you found these sneak previews interesting. Until next time, Sim Guru Connor. And then they have obviously all the rest of their social media noted on the blog post. I will, of course, have that link down below also. So let me know what you think about the behind the scenes look, and also what name you chose and what icon you chose. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye! This has been Jennifer. If you have any comments or suggestions, please leave them below. I'd love to see them. If you liked the video, please leave a like. And if you'd like to see more videos of challenge, let's plays, tutorials, and occasional speed builds, please subscribe if you haven't already done so. Thanks very much.